welcome back to the channel. I am Christy from thismumathome.com. Please go and check it out if you haven't already. It is just a place where I talk about ways to simplify your life as a busy mum. It is also the place where I have the VIP lounge. So if you're a VIP member, that's where you head for all your exclusive blog posts, videos, all that kind of stuff, recipes. It's also where you'll get obviously the code for all the free printables in the shops, all of that. So definitely head there if you're a VIP member. If you want to know what the VIP lounge is, I'll leave a link below to that as well. But today I am talking about how you can, I'm going to take you along on my journey of meal planning for the next fortnight and showing you how I'm going to really cut down on my budget and on my spending for the next fortnight for groceries and doing a really extreme budget with what I've already got in my house. So I want to show you guys kind of how I run things here, because if you're a VIP member, obviously you see kind of bits and pieces behind the scenes of that. You see what I've got in my fridges, freezers and pantries at times. You see how I meal plan, all of that. I want to do a video here on the channel for you guys after me doing last week's video of my that extreme budget, grocery budget that I did, extreme grocery budget, where it was under $5 per person per day for breakfast, lunch, dinner, morning tea, afternoon tea and dessert. If you haven't seen that video, go and check it out. I will link it below for you guys to go and have a look. But it's a video like I've not done ever before. I've planned for all of those for 1 week. I did it for a 1 week, okay, to begin with, just to ease people into it. But I've got a full free meal plan for you guys. It's set there along with a grocery budget. So if you have to buy absolutely everything, it will cost you under $5 per person per day for that, based on 4 people, by the way, and not kids. I've based it on 4 adults, okay? But if you've already got stuff, obviously it's going to cost you a lot less than that. So it works out to be, I think my shop was $125 for the week to do all of those meals, okay, including the morning tea, afternoon tea and dessert. So definitely have a look at that video. So after doing that video, I thought, well, how about this week? Because that week I actually shopped everything I needed, even though I had stuff here, but I wanted to show you guys the items and how you could do it and that. This week, for the next fortnight in my meal plan, I want to show you guys how I normally do it. So normally I would go through my fridge, freezer and pantry, pick things, meal plan for there, and just work from that. And that's how I keep things really low. For this fortnight, I want to keep it extremely low. Normally my first week in the fortnight is my main shop, and my budget is $240. And that includes all the food, but it also includes drinks, if we need toiletries, all of that. I want to bring that right down, okay? And then the second week we do a top-up shop of just fresh fruit and veggies, things we might have run out of, things that might go on sale, that kind of stuff. I want to keep it really low, all of that for this fortnight, just to save for some extra money, just to put away for a holiday, basically. So, yeah, I thought I'd take you guys along with that and show you how I'm doing it. So, if you think this is a video that you like and enjoy and it's helpful for you, please comment below. Please share this video. It will help me immensely with the YouTube algorithm. It will just have, you know, the video put out, YouTube will share it, basically. YouTube will share it more and have more people look at it and stuff. And then obviously me giving so much to you guys, I can reap the benefits as well. So very helpful if you can share it, guys. There is a share button on YouTube videos. Click on that and you can share it to Facebook or text message, not text messages, like Messenger and Pinterest and all of that as well. So definitely please do that to help me. And of course, if you're new, please subscribe. I'd love to have you. I do videos like this all the time. There is a playlist linked below called Grocery Haul and Meal Planning. Go and check that out. There's stuff on there, and I do grocery hauls absolutely every week. Like, there's lots on there, so definitely check it out. Now, make sure you also stick around to the end of this video, okay? Because at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how much my grocery shop is budgeted or estimated to be before I go grocery shopping. And then there will be another video with my actual grocery shop, or grocery haul it'll be, so you can see how I actually went and to see if I stuck to budget. Okay, so I'm in my pantry. The first thing I do is actually go through my fridge, freezer and pantry, see what I've got, write down things that I think I could use to make for meals and snacks and stuff like that. Okay, so I use a printable here. This is my shopping from the pantry printable. for me, it's very useful to have this because it's set out very clearly for me to, you know, write things down and then plan ahead from there. So this is it here. It's very, very clear. So in this section here, fridge, freezer and pantry, I just go through and write anything down I can use for main meals generally. I do make mental note of snack things I've got as well. Existing meals, well, if you can see my shadow, sorry. Existing meals is usually stuff I've already got prepped in the freezer, and I don't write everything down because I will show you my freezer in a minute. I am completely full and chockers, so I just write down things I might use for the fortnight, basically. And then here I write down any new meal ideas based on ingredients and things I've got in this section. So it's very put together. If you want this sheet, if you're a VIP member, you get all the printables in the shop for free, okay, to do with meal planning. So definitely use your shop code and print this off. This is a sheet I use absolutely every fortnight for meal planning. I do not ever forget to do this sheet because it's just vital. It's vital in saving money for sure. If you're not a VIP member and you want to purchase it, it's in the shop as well. So definitely head on over to the This Mum at Home website and check it out. And then down the bottom here is also a section, ingredients needed for the meal ideas. So any meals I come up with and write into this section, if I don't have the ingredients here, I'll write them down here so I do not forget to write them down on the grocery list. Now, absolutely super important thing to note. You're probably wondering, when do I look at your catalogs? I do not look at the catalogs before I do this sheet, because if I look at the catalogs first, I'm going to see things in there that I want, things I'm going to want, go, oh, let's have that for dinner, let's do this for dinner, and then you're spending money where you don't need to. So I tend to do this sheet first, do a bit of a plan, then look at the catalogs, and I fill out another sheet called my wish list, which VIP members, you've seen that on Meal Plan With Me videos. It's basically just a section. I write wishes that people want. So if Isabel wants jelly and Joseph wants ice cream or whatever, you know, I write that down. But it's also got a section where I write catalog stuff down. So I'll go through the catalogs and write down things that I think I will want as a wish, I guess. But then I go back and really think about it and think, do I need everything? What can I use to help with these meals I've already got planned, that type of thing. So it's a wish list for a reason. I don't buy everything out of the catalogs that I want. I just buy things that work within the budget and within the meal plan that I'm doing. So super important to do that. Avoid catalogs if you can and do what I'm doing first. Shopping from the pantry, basically. So this is my pantry. If you're new to the channel, it's pretty big actually. I've got a lot of space, but I try to keep things super organized in my tubs and things so I know what's going on. Now I generally will go through and fill all like these snack containers and cereals and things so I know where I'm at and I know what I've got. Same with the snack tubs as well. Down here are stockpiling tubs, so some of my stockpiling. I will fill from there into these generally, and then if I have to, you know, the things I purchase in my groceries, then they go back into the tub. But if they were for here, if that makes sense. So it's not as part of my stockpiling, it's just me rotating through my stockpiling stuff. So, and that's generally for the things we always have, like muesli bars, rice wheels, that kind of stuff. That's how I sort of keep on top of the rotation of my stockpile. But for today, I'm just gonna refill the things that I need to. I'm pretty good. I'm gonna go through these tubs here, see what I've got, like rice and things, noodles. I will plan out lunches again like I did for that extreme shop, so I've got a bit of an idea on what I've got and where I can really save money by not spending. I've got a few things over this side, not a lot, but soups. We've had cold weather, so we might bring out the soup for lunches, that type of thing. Oh, I've been enjoying this on toast as well. It's been really good. Yeah, there's a few things here, not a lot to be honest. Bread, I'm going to need more bread. Cupcakes are empty. Now, I do have baking stuff up here, but I do have these I've had for a while in here and I just haven't used. So we'll probably have these for like afternoon teas and stuff, so I can save money there for sure, which is really good. Well, I've got plenty here in my pantry. So the point of today's extreme budget grocery meal planning that I'm doing and shopping that I'm doing is to use a lot of what I've got here in the cupboard, because I mean, I do that anyway, but for this fortnight, I'm not going to add extra things in just to help cut costs, because I've got plenty of stuff here that will probably last me the next 2 weeks, a lot of it anyway. I also have, you can see tubs under Joseph's bed, under his bunk beds. Stockpiling. This is where I put extra things that I don't have room for. And there's probably a couple of things I can pull out and rotate through. So not this fortnight's shop, but the next one I'll replace stuff into my stockpiling as part of my normal grocery shop. But I'm thinking like pasta bake is great to make. I've already got pasta, so I'll probably use that. I've got cheese as well, so that's quick and easy to make. And I've still got more spaghetti in here as well, which is awesome because we can do those for a dinner or for lunch as well, just as on one of my, what would normally be my free nights. We could do that. Yeah, not much else in here that I want, but I might pull this out, I think. I'll just quickly see what I've got in here. Oh, you guys haven't seen it. I bought a 48 pack of muesli bars from Aldi. They were so good. It's not something they have all the time. It's like $15.99 or something. But I definitely got those while I could because it's something we have often, obviously. Now, out of here, I'm actually going to pull a couple of things out. Maybe pretzels, maybe corn chips as well. Again, I'll replace these in the next fortnight when I do my actual shop. But just to save money for this fortnight, I'm going to pull these out now because stuff I won't have to buy for snacks and things. I don't think I need to pull these out right now because I've still got some in the pantry. I think I'll be pretty good. Cake mixes I've actually still got in the pantry, and I've got these already in the pantry. Now, for those that don't have a stockpile, I am always saying this on the channel, so if you're new, subscribe, go and have a look at other videos. I did a great video called how to slowly build your stockpile, your emergency stockpile. I will link it below. Go and have a look at it and start one if you haven't, because if the last year at least has taught anyone anything, and it's not just the virus, it's the fires, it's the flooding, it's all the things that have happened. Things can happen at any time. Job loss, anything can happen unexpectedly. And if you are not prepared financially, or you don't have groceries and backup and stuff like that, you can be really stuck. So I had someone message me, I'm not going to say names obviously for privacy reasons, but you'll know who you are obviously because you messaged me. If you don't have, that person lost their job and they had no backup food, no income straight away, because even if you got onto Centrelink, it takes some time to actually get that to come through, right? So it's very handy to have something as backup for yourselves, all right? So I obviously have plenty and I have an ongoing stockpiling that I'm building, all right? So definitely have a look at that video, but that's where it will help you to do shops like this. Even if you just want to save money for the week, you know, you can use that and then replenish it later on. Do you know what I mean? If you need to. So that's how I'm obviously cutting money today, and just doing that, but it helps. Okay, so start it. You don't have to spend hundreds of dollars up front. You can just do little bits at a time. And I have been doing stockpile grocery hauls here on the channel recently, so definitely look at the meal planning and grocery haul playlist, again linked below, and you can see those shops I've been doing recently, because people want to start seeing the things that I was buying for my stockpile. So definitely go and have a look at those videos so you get a bit of an idea, because I kind of at times will explain why I buy certain things and why it works for us. But the key thing is, if you're going to buy stuff, don't go buy things that you don't normally eat. Don't go buy things that you won't eat. Like, buy stuff you know that your family's going to like, otherwise you end up throwing it out and it's just a waste. Another top tip that I'm always talking about, things like pretzels, chips, even cereal. I've been doing it with cereal. Just anything you can break down into smaller portions, do that, okay? Put them in cheap, small freezer bags. Make sure they seal properly, or Ziploc bags if you can get them at a good price, and put them into your pantry. Break everything down, because otherwise people will take, like this whole thing here. Now, I haven't done it with these because these are something that people don't just grab. We will actually put this and have it with cheese and bickies and stuff like that. But they'll grab a whole container like this of pretzels and go and eat the whole thing, and then I've got none for the rest of the week or for the next fortnight. So I break everything down and just put little bits out at a time to help avoid that. So it's a bit like, you know, if you see it, you'll eat it sort of stuff. So when it comes to things like, you know, Oreos or chips, they're not things I buy all the time at all. So I will just put out like half the box. There was 10 packets in a box of this, but I've put out 5 and that's it. And then I've hidden the rest so no one can see them, because then they're not going to go looking for them. It's the same with roll-ups, you know, stuff like this. Snacks, if you buy like this, that might cost a bit more and you don't want them eating them all in the first week or in the first few days, just put a few out at a time and limit them. Don't refill it until you want to refill it, basically. That's how I do it. And then, yeah, like I said, just hide the rest away where people can't see it. So you're pretty much just refilling from, I guess, like a stockpile almost. But it just helps. People won't eat everything in the first week, and then you're not forced to spend extra money where you don't need to, you know? Okay, if you're new to the channel and you haven't seen it, I have an awesome upright freezer. I also have a chest freezer. I have been doing bulk cooking and sort of stockpiling as such for years, for 5-6 years, okay, I've been doing it for. The upright freezer is my latest thing I've purchased in the last year, and it's just helped me have more stocked up than I wanted. So especially when the virus and everything came along, I didn't want to go to the supermarket too often, so I wanted to make sure I had, you know, ample stuff sort of prepared and there, and just helps avoid doing that. Plus, if anything was to happen to us with the virus, or there was more lockdowns, or Johnny lost his job or something like that, we would have food and I did not have to worry about it. So I have a full freezer right now. I will go through times where I sort of, like now, I'm going to start going through this and eating it and rotating it, and then I'll have times where I refill it again. So I have so much. I have freezer sandwiches up here as well, which I use for school lunches, or we just have on weekends. I'll just pull out. So that's to save time. That's what that's for. Plus, it's to use the bread up, especially if I buy expensive bread. It's just to help save money there as well. But for school, it's an awesome thing to do. I've got so much that I had to put my last lot of bulk food prepping into here, because I couldn't fit things anymore sort of in my drawers. I need to sort it out a bit, but there's so much in here. I'm going to plan out things I have in here that I need to rotate and go through and want to eat. So it's hard to tell in here because this has happened, because it's so full, but I'll show you in this drawer. Generally, this is how I do things. Hang on. Isabella's busy today. Whoa. Anyway, so when I make, oh, that sticker's come off. When I make things and freeze it, I freeze it flat in freezer bags and then sit it up like this, so it's like a filing cabinet. So much easier to look at. So that's how I do things. Again, just by having that means that I don't have to buy probably any meat for the next fortnight. I can just plan our dinners based on the stuff we've already got. So again, start your stockpile, get that going. It takes a little bit of time, but I would say, if you're shopping weekly or fortnightly and you're just buying a little bit extra, like when you're cooking spaghetti bolognese, for instance, buy double the meat and just make double the portion. Start filling up your freezer that way. By the end of a month, like probably 4 to 6 weeks, you're going to have a good stockpile of stuff like this. And you can go for a week or a fortnight and not have to buy meat. So you'll save a ton of money by doing that. If you want to see this massive, what was it? I think it was 70 dinners bulk food cook up that I did. I will link that below as well. Go and check it out, because it shows a lot of the foods that we normally eat that I did to refill that freezer, because I did run it quite low. I ran it right down to rotate through it. Okay, so definitely have a look at that video. It's linked below. So I'm going to go through this chicken drawer first. I've got chicken kebabs from Leonard's, so I'm actually going to have, I might schedule them each week. What's this? Right. Oh, this is my chicken Italian bake. I've got schnitzels I really need to use because they haven't been used for a while. More parmas in there wrapped up. So again, have a look at that video so you can see they're wrapped up in foil. I've made them, frozen them like with the sauce and the cheese and everything, frozen them like that, and then when they're frozen I've wrapped them all up together in portions that we need. So I've got some chicken enchiladas there, which I might do for lunches. I think I'll definitely have chicken parmas on the menu, schnitzels, and then these kebabs. And what have I got in here? I've got lots of things. Chicken cacciatore, Hawaiian chicken. Oh, I haven't had Hawaiian chicken bake for a while. There's so much in here. Sicilian chicken, chicken stir fry. All lots of good things to put on the menu. Spaghetti bolognese is a must. We always have it. Oh, my apricot chicken, because I couldn't fit it in the chicken. And I think I've got, oh, shepherd's pie. I might put that on. So there's quite a few things. Oh, and some roast meat. There's so much in here I can work with. And I think then I've just got some hamburgers left as well to do. This freezer, oh, there's not much of this left. So I normally use this for pizzas. this, see this Lebanese, does it say Lebanese? Oh yeah, Lebanese bread. So I call it just like pita bread, flat bread, pizzas, that's what I do. I make them on this, it's so good because this becomes crispy and I love it. This is so cheap from Aldi. They're a great size, they're cheap from Aldi, it's like $2 or something. It's amazing. These are my little quiches, muffin tin quiches. They were delicious. Been having those for breakfast actually, but I need to sort this out. I'm very all over the place at the moment because I was trying to move some stuff around. This bucket should not be like that. I've even got mini pitas, which I could do mini pizzas, but I usually have these with salad and that in them, but I probably won't use this. Maybe I'll use that for lunch. And then this one, I knew I had a lasagna sitting in here because I couldn't fit it in my other freezer. So I might need to do, I don't know whether I feel like lasagna. We might save that for the next fortnight. Before anyone says, yes, I know I need to defrost my freezer, I still haven't done it. I've been saying it for the last 2 months and I still haven't done it. There's not much fish in there. I've got bread there, garlic bread I've made. Here, chicken and vegetable pies. These are great. The kids won't eat these. I don't like them, but they can have like sausage rolls or party pies or whatever if I've got some in here, or they can have that on that night with some veggies or something. But I made another batch a little while ago, so I think we might have those. And then, what have I got there? Chicken breast, what's that? Chops, lamb chops, and lots of veggies still. So, gosh, I'm so set, which is so great for me. It makes me so happy when I've got like a lot of things that I can work with and I can just not spend money that week if I don't have to on groceries. It's so good, especially when it comes to main meals, because that's where a lot of your money will be on meats and vegetables and stuff like that for main meals. Like, I know that that's where it goes. And even though we buy a lot of cheap meats, because we like chicken, we like mince for different things that we make with mince, like shepherd's pies. What else do I do? Shepherd's pies, spaghetti bolognese, like that kind of stuff, love it. And then sausages as well. They're our main meats, but we do, obviously I've got lamb chops there, we do other things as well. And we do roast as well, which we love roast. And actually I've got roast meat in the other freezer still as well. So we've got plenty to work with, but we eat cheap meats anyway, so for us it's easy for me to sort of try to stay in budget. But now I'm going to be even in more budget and just going to bring that right down to a really extreme amount. So I've managed to write a full 2-week meal plan for dinners and breakfast, lunch and snacks as well. Now this is all done on, if you haven't seen the sheet, this is just a meal planning sheet that I've got in my This Mum at Home store. If you're a VIP member, you get this for free because you get all the printables for free to do with meal planning. So definitely go and download that if you haven't already. If you want to know what the VIP lounge is, I'll leave a link below to that. But I've just used that sheet and started writing it out on here. Now, before I go into this, what I have to say, I'm going to explain a few things that are on here, but I have got 2 grocery lists here. So my plan is that, so for my fortnight, I usually do a main shop in the first week and then a top-up shop in the second week. So I've done, my main shop is on this one, and then I've already written my list for my second shop, for my top-up shop the next week. I've tried to spread things over the 2 weeks, so I stay under $50 each week. Now, what it's estimating at the moment is on this one, so I've set budget of $50. I'm estimating around $46, so hopefully that's all I spend. This is all I'm going to need to have all of these things. We've got plenty of snacks, we've got things in the freezer, we've got everything. So I really think the only things I'll need is what I've got planned here, and this is all planned according to the meal plan, okay? So a lot of it's just fresh fruit and veggies. That's basically it. Milk, bread, I think that's it. Maybe yogurts on this one, but not on the next one because that'll last for the 2 weeks. But yeah, that's it. So they're just the basics. Now I haven't done anything for the laundry or bathroom, like toiletries, laundry liquid, any other cleaning products, because again, I don't need to. I've got backup in my stockpile. So I'm just going to use that if I need to use that. So we're set, like we're absolutely set. And like I keep saying, that is the beauty of having an emergency stockpile. Have it there so you can rotate through stuff from week to week when you're doing your groceries as well. But also so you can do weeks like this. Whereas if you don't want to spend so much money on groceries, you can do an extreme meal plan here, like an extreme budget meal plan, and, you know, use bits and pieces out of that if you need to. So this is what I'm looking like. I'm thinking that I'll go to Woolworths, Aldi, and maybe Baker's Delight for one of the loaves of bread, because I just want one of the nice ones. So I think I'm going to do that for this week, and then I'll do the same for this week as well. I haven't written down here, but it's basically, I will go through it. So I've done like little A's next to everything that's Aldi, W's that are Woolworths, and a B for Baker's Delight. So I know when I go into the shop, I'll do that on this sheet as well and work it out in a second. But I already know, obviously from this sheet, it's very similar. So most of this is just Aldi, pretty much. The second week is looking like $37.60. So that's going to be amazing for my top-up shop. So if you don't know or you don't remember, my usual main budget for my first shop in the week, my main shop in the fortnight, is $240. So me only spending this, amazing, so great. And then for the top-up shop, it's $70, and obviously I'm spending like half that, so that's amazing as well. All right, so let me get onto the meal plan and show you what I decided that we're gonna do. So I'll come down to this section in a second, but I'll just briefly go through this. So breakfast, lunch, and snacks, I really based all of this on things I already have, apart from like fresh fruit and eggs that I need, and milk, you know what I mean, to make certain things. So I'm planning on doing a little bit of baking. So I've got muffin and cake mixes in the pantry. So they were these ones up here. I've got muffins here. I've got cake mixes, which I usually make these into cupcakes. This is so good. All right, what you need to do, what I do with these just to keep them really moist, is a bit of a cheats thing, and I triple the butter amount. Okay, so the melted butter, I triple it. Do that if you buy these, but these are like 75 cents. They're so cheap. They're great for stockpiling and just great to have in your pantry. And I've also got jelly that I'll probably make. Now, if I want to, which I haven't written down, but I've got pancake mix there if I want to as well. And I do have cookie mix here, but I'm actually not going to use this. That's not my plan. Because down the back, I don't know if you can see it, I've got like a custard powder. Whoa, can you see it? That I can use to make yo-yo cookies. So I think I'm going to do that because I haven't done that for ages. And I've still got like bits of icing, sugar, flour, all of that, cocoa if I need. So I might make a chocolate pudding. We'll see. So chocolate pudding, I put the question marks because I don't know if I'll make it. But if I do, I'm going to be making it from scratch. And it'll form part of sort of the dessert section, which I've got ice cream in the freezer still, got jelly pudding, so we'll do that. So we usually have something for dessert because then the kids don't go to bed and ask for more food generally. Like if they actually have a good dessert after dinner, then it's all sort of set. So we do like to do that. Other snacks I've sort of written down that I think will last over the 2 weeks roughly is the muesli bars. I've got tons of those. Popcorn, corn chips and pretzels. Between the three of those, there'll be plenty. I've got rice wheels and actually the potato sticks. I've still got those and in the stockpiling if I need to pull some out, I will. What else have I got? Plenty of dry biscuits, like we've got Crustkits, and we've also got Savoys as well. So we can use those and put spreads on them or cheese or whatever. So they're really nice to have as well. Now for lunches, I've kind of split into sort of the main section and then the fruit to go with it, which is the same for Joseph at school obviously as well. So for him going to school, he'll just have, obviously not these hot stuff, but he'll have sandwiches. That's really what he has. And then the rest of this stuff is just always in his lunchbox as well. So for lunch, for mains, between school and home, we've got different sandwiches or rice cakes with ham, cheese, peanut butter, Vegemite, just the usual things we do. We can also make these into toasties, obviously, if we want to. I've got Alfredo pasta in the cupboard, which is actually this one. Now, these are great to have just on hand, and they're a great side dish, or you can cook up multiple packets really cheap to actually have for dinner if you want. We're going to have them for lunches. This is a smaller packet, so I would normally use this on it as a side dish, but I do have bigger packets in the cupboard, in the pantry as well, that I got were on special. But otherwise, I just combine a few of these for lunch. So we'll have those for lunch options. Noodles, just your normal Aldi noodles that we've got, plus we've got the Mega Orange ones. I've got steamed dim sims. I found them in the freezer, so we'll use those up because I don't know how long they've been in there for, but they need to go. And soups, actually have quite a good selection still in here from winter. We haven't been having so much over the warmer weather, so we like the Campbell's tomato soup is really good, and the kids like that one and will eat it, which is good. I have cream of chicken, but I usually use this for like a broccoli and chicken casserole. but we could use it for soup if we want. But we'll probably stick to the tomato pumpkin. Johnny and I like this one. I've got more tomato in the Heinz, which is okay, but it's not as good as this one, but I'll need to start using it. And then we've got minestrone here. I bought these when these were on special. When these go on special, especially in winter, stock up on them. They're great to have. But we do prefer Campbell's out of everything. That's probably our preferred one, is the Campbell's in the pumpkin and in the tomato. But the kids like the tomato. Really, I've got cuppa soups here as well, just chicken noodle ones, which I actually use these for snacks at night in case I get hungry working late, to stop me having corn chips and things like that. But they're good lunch options as well if you've got bread to go with it. I also found some sausage rolls still in the freezer. Not many, but there's a few there that we could have for a hot lunch as well if we really wanted to. Now fruit, I'm going to stick to, because I'm trying to keep the cost down, normally I'd buy like apples, grapes and strawberries, but I'm just going to stick to apples because it's our number one that we all love. Bananas, we'll have bananas. They're nice and filling. We can do different things with them with baking as well if I really want to, so we'll have those. But I didn't sort of think about other fruits because we've got those fruit tubs, which are these. We've got lots of these and I've got some in stockpiling, so we'll start having these a little bit more often too. They're really convenient, which is really good. And if I need, I've actually got 2 big tins here in the pantry as well. And then I've just got veggie sticks down here because quite often I'll put that, like bits of garden vegetables I call them, into Joseph's lunchbox as well, and we can have them on the side. So that is like carrot sticks, cucumber sticks, capsicum, that type of thing. My kids love raw veggies, so it's really good for me. So they're always on there as a bit of a snack option as well, and to go with lunches. Breakfast, I've kept it pretty simple. This is usually just what we always eat, okay? So I've just made a list of everything we've sort of got still. So cereal, we've got Nutri-Grain and Wheat Bix Bites, which is really good. If we don't feel like cereal, we've got option of toast. And actually, when it comes to bread on the shopping list, I've put one cheap bread. So that's that Woolworths loaf I normally buy for $1.60. I'll get one of those, put it in the freezer and just pull out bits as we need it for toast. And then the Vienna, I'm thinking of getting a Vienna, a large one. It's going to be used for fresh sandwiches. For toast, we usually just have Vegemite or peanut butter. I keep it pretty simple. And then eggs, if I've got any eggs left over, because I'm going to get eggs each week. So in the first week and the second week, I'll probably use some of it obviously for baking stuff like the cupcakes and muffins and things, but any leftover we can do like French toast. Johnny and I have this. The kids don't eat eggs, okay? It's just us. The kids just want this for breakfast. But for us, we'll have like eggs on toast, French toast, which makes the eggs stretch further, or scrambled eggs makes it stretch too, poached, that type of thing. So we'll just use whatever's sort of left over. Okay, on to dinners. So on this sheet, you've got sections here. These little circles are for dates. So I've just put dates down just to keep me on track. That's why I do it. And I also have a temperature section here, which I do fill out as well. So this is kind of as far ahead as I can see while I'm planning as to date, because this is going to start on the Monday the 10th. It's looking cold. It's looking really cold. In summer, this is really good for me because we're in Victoria, so we have hot and cooler days, you know what I mean? So I sort of meal plan according to that. We'll have salad stuff on warmer days and then, you know, hot veggies on cooler days kind of thing. But it's just going to be cold. There's not much that I'm going to be doing in relation to the temperatures for this fortnight because I'm trying to keep my costs down. So I generally, when I do my shop, which will be on the Sunday, I will buy my salad items. So lettuce, cucumber, capsicum, tomatoes, that type of thing. That will only last for a few days. So I always put the meals that I'm going to have with the garden salad at the start. And then once that's out, then I've got other veggies that I can use. So mashed potato, peas, corn, that type of thing for the rest of the week. So that's how I usually plan out. It just means I'm not going to go back to the shop to go and get more lettuce and stuff halfway through this week. I'll wait till my top-up shop, which will happen on the Sunday, for the next week. So that's how I do it to help stick within the budget. So I've just got planned, I had kebabs, chicken kebabs in the freezer. So I'm going to pull those out, have it with salad and maybe some rice. Chicken parmas, I've got plenty of those still made up and frozen, so I don't have to make anything there. I'll just throw salad again on the plate with maybe some sort of potato. Like I'll have a bag of potatoes, so I'll do maybe roast potatoes or something like that. Wednesday is my day where I don't have either of the kids, so I try to get a lot done, work and stuff, videos, a lot of videos. So I want something super simple. Normally we would have probably takeaway then or something similar, you know what I mean? But because I'm only doing one free night in each week to save money, that's going to be our takeaway night. So this night I'll do spaghetti bolognese, very quick and simple and easy. I've got that already made in the freezer, so I just have to cook pasta, which I've got in the pantry. The Thursday I've put roast beef. Now I don't have a raw roast beef, I've got one that's already been cooked and I've just frozen the meat. So that's so simple. I'm just going to pull that out, and what I do, because people have asked me about that for it not to be dry, when I put it in the microwave dish to actually defrost, I put a little bit of water, and you can put Glad wrap over it too. That kind of helps to keep the moisture in, and it's fine. So I just do that. I'll just cook up some veggies with that one as well. Roasted potatoes probably. Then the weekend, the Saturday, I'll keep it pretty simple in case we go and do something, but chicken and vegetable pies, Johnny and I will definitely eat those. I don't think the kids will eat them. They're not keen on them. So I found chicken fingers in the bottom of the freezer. They can have that with some veggies instead. And then on the Sunday, I'm going to do a lamb casserole with mash. So I found this in the pantry. So normally you'd buy like diced lamb up and cook it this way. I found in my freezer, I had lamb chops at the bottom of the freezer. So I'm going to pull those out and cook them up and put them in the slow cooker with the mix of this. So it'll be fine. I need a can of diced tomatoes. Yes, I do, which I've got 2 in the pantry. So I've got everything here that I need. Now it does say like celery, onion. What I'm gonna do instead of these veggies, I might cut up some carrot, maybe chunks. I'm not sure, but I've got plenty of these already prepped bags. These have zucchini, carrot, onion and capsicum in them, and this is just part of my meal prepping that I do, and I just throw these in my spaghetti bolognese, whatever I'm cooking, whatever I'm bulk cooking. So I'll probably just use that just to save some money there. Also veggies, I've actually already got, look, carrots and peas and corn and things, these little bags made up. I did this to portion them out, and I did this in a bulk food prepping video not too long ago, so have a look at that on the channel. But I do this because otherwise I found I was putting too much in the pot and wasting some, you know what I mean? So I decided to start portioning out. It's been really good. Plus I have I think I found a couple of bags of broccoli in my chest freezer down the bottom, and I thought I'm not going to do cauliflower, I'm going to use the broccoli. I thought I might make this up. This has been sitting in the pantry for a while and I haven't done it, so I'm going to have this as a side dish to the Sicilian chicken. I've actually already cooked up and made up. That's in the freezer. Just need to defrost it. So I'll probably have that with maybe this. Whoa. With this and maybe the potato bake as well or something. I don't know. I'll see what I'm doing. But I'm definitely probably going to use both of these in some way because I've already got the vegetables, you know, to use anyway. So okay, the second week we're going to have kebabs, salad and rice again because I'll have a restock of my fresh salad. So lettuce, tomato, capsicum, cucumber, that type of thing. I'll also have salad for tacos. So I've already got taco mince already cooked and made up in the freezer, so I don't have to do that. And I've still got taco shells in the pantry that I can use. So that's really good. Don't have to buy it. But I do have to buy salsa, which I've got on my list, and sour cream, which I've got on my list. And then I'll do spaghetti bolognese on the Wednesday again, just to help me save time. Then we'll just do, I've got chicken schnitzels in the freezer. I'll just cook those, throw some veggies in. Again, like the Parma night, I'll probably do like roast potato that night, I think. And then a free night, shepherd's pie, I've already got cooked and made up in a casserole dish ready to go, but I do have to make the mashed potato. That's the only thing I have to do there. I do have some potatoes in the pantry, but I'm also on my shopping list. I've actually got potatoes to buy in the first week. And just the chicken there, like I said before. So that's pretty much it. I've got everything sort of set out. Everything's covered here. By meal planning, very precise, you know, with breakfast, lunch, snacks, everything, and then planning out exactly from what I've actually already got, I'm able to really obviously use everything that I've got, and that's where you cut costs, and that's how I'm able to do my next meal plan and my grocery shopping for less than $45 a week, which is amazing. That is today's extreme budget meal plan, guys. I hope this video was useful for you in some way. Let me know in the comments if it has helped you and given you some ideas for your future grocery shop. Don't forget to come and check out the grocery haul that goes with this meal plan that I've done today next week. Definitely have a look at that. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. There's plenty of these types of videos that have been popping up here on the channel and to come as well. But otherwise, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Bye.